Download the Fox 5 app or log on to fox5dc.com. Use your phone, laptop, or tablet to vote for the Instapoll question of the day. Then watch Fox 5 to see the results.
10:28 is the time right now. That means it is time for Subsequent Edition. This morning, Joe Claire Morning Show co-host, Guy Lambert. Guy, what's up?
Hey, Guy.
Use your phone, laptop, or tablet to vote.
I know. You. We thought you had moved on and got too big for us little people down here. Yeah, I know.
But I like that you're coming back looking fresh. I mean, you always look fresh, but I'm really liking this.
Maryland, they might be seeing some rain showers.
Live stream from your daytime.
Cool back down just a little bit tomorrow.
Right.
Alerts and live
Let's get into this here. We start off with a still developing story. Rapper DMX is in a coma and remains on life support following an alleged drug overdose. The 50-year-old, whose real name is Earl Simmons, had a heart attack on Friday. There are reports that the drug overdose triggered that heart attack. A prayer vigil is now planned for tonight outside the New York hospital where he stayed. One of DMX's last public appearances was back in July when he squared off against Snoop Dogg in a versus battle. And I know a lot of people were excited to hear. I mean, he has so many hits, and so many hits that a lot of us grew up with. What do you think about this guy?
Yeah, I know.
But I like that you're coming back looking fresh. I mean, you always look fresh, but I'm really liking the shirt, by the way. The button up.
In honor of Easter, if you will.
Very Easter-like.
Of course, can't forget about it.
Right.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, let's get into this here. We start off with a still developing story here. Rapper DMX is in a coma and remains on life support following an alleged drug overdose. The 50-year-old, whose real name is Earl Simmons, had a heart attack on Friday. There are reports that the drug overdose triggered that heart attack. A prayer vigil is now planned for tonight outside the New York hospital where he's staying. One of DMX's last public appearances was back in July when he squared off against Snoop Dogg in a versus battle. And I know a lot of people were excited to hear. I mean, he has so many hits, and so many hits that a lot of us grew up with. What do you think about this guy?
Yeah, we hope the best for him. This is a guy who, as you mentioned, in the hip hop world, he's massive. He did a lot, and when it came to music in the hip hop world, but let's not forget about the talent. He was a pretty good actor too. He did a couple of movies, and it was impressive what he was able to do in front of the camera on the big screen. In action, he was in an action movie. I believe it was with Jet Li, where they were doing the fight scenes and stuff. I was like, this is impressive. And then he did Belly with Nas back in the day. So here's a guy who has supreme talent. So I just hope whatever the demon is that he's fighting, and we know that about the drug addiction. I didn't know that it started back then either. But I hope that these demons that he's fighting, I hope he's able to get past it and recover safely and move on with his life.
And he has fought them publicly in terms of sharing his struggles. He's gone to rehab. He himself has checked himself into rehab more than once. So he's been publicly fighting this thing. I'm hoping he pulls through. And it's good to see people come out. And I know they've been playing DMX's music. There was a few bikers outside of that hospital. So it's good to see the love. Hopefully he hears it somehow that people are pulling through.
All right, 10:31 is the time right now. How about this? The Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind and Fire have both sold millions of albums. They both scored dozens of hit singles. And the music of both groups. Oh, wait a minute, guys. I see you with the hat. Oh, yeah, there you go. Both groups set the mood and countless and weddings. Okay, Guy Isley. And now the pair of soul music greats share something else, and that is a versus battle. Marissa has more on last night.
I feel like more is not more.
Yeah, I know. Man, okay. All right. Okay, Marissa, the floor is yours for now.
It's good to see people come out, and I know they've been playing DMX's music. There was a few bikers outside of the hospital, so it's good to see the love. Hopefully he hears it somehow, that people are pulling for him.
All right, 10:31 is the time right now. How about this? The Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind and Fire have both sold millions of albums. They both scored dozens of hit singles.
Two of the most revered groups in soul and R&B and funk, bringing in a host this month. Steve Harvey hosting the show while the artists perform their iconic songs year one year, told the story, and closed up the huge matchup with That Lady versus
on
They
last
performed
night.
those songs together before a video for the Isley's new song featuring
Man,
Snoop
okay.
Dogg
All
called
right.
Friends
Marissa,
and
the floor is
Family.
yours for
I
now.
say it was a tie, but a lot of other organizations, Billboard, they're giving it to the Isley Brothers, but Ronald definitely won Twitter.
Oh,
yeah.
Speaking of winning,
Speaking of Ronald, Mr. Ronald himself here. What do you got to say about it?
Night to remember. Two of the most revered groups in soul, R&B, and funk, bringing in a host this time around. Steve Harvey hosted the Easter show while the artists performed their iconic songs. You hear one there, told some stories, and closed up the huge matchup with That Lady versus September. And they performed those songs together before a video for the Isleys' new song featuring Snoop Dogg called Friends and Family. I say it was a tie, but a lot of other organizations, Billboard, they're giving it to the Isley Brothers, but Ronald definitely won Twitter. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah.
You have the
Speaking
floor.
of Ronald, Mr. Ronald himself here. What do you got to say about it?
Yes, baby. It's contagious. It's contagious. I'll say
yeah, I saw the highlights. It was unreal. And I told y'all at the beginning when they first started talking about this, started saying Earth, Wind, and Fire versus Isleys. I said, don't count the Isleys out because I remember those songs. I was like, the Isleys bring it strong. And Marissa, you said they didn't even play my favorite, Fight the Power. They didn't even get to that one, right? So that just shows you, that speaks to the volume of hits that they have. Speaks to the volume of hits that Earth, Wind, and Fire had. I mean, this is amazing for these two to come together like this, and I'm just glad to see that it worked out, and it was fantastic.
I'm just glad the younger generation got to witness what is legendary, the icons. They all look great. They're not like taking on any of the fashion trends that we have now. They look bad, right? And they look amazing.
Yeah.
And I think it says a lot. I'm still
it was
torn.
unreal. And I told y'all to be
You know it's a good battle, and in the end, you're like, man,
Earth, Wind, and Fire
pick.
versus Isleys.
They're both
I said,
amazing.
don't count the Isleys
Would you
out,
say
because
really
I remember
quickly,
those
Marissa, would you
songs.
say
I
this
was
is the
like,
best
the
versus
Isleys
ever?
bring it strong. And
Really?
Marissa said they didn't even play my favorite Fight.
Okay.
Even
They
the
didn't even get to that
production,
one, right?
everything about it.
The production for sure was
Yeah.
Tail end.
So that just shows you, that speaks
Well,
to
Tina
the
Turner's
volume
fans are
of hits
outraged. She's
that they
not
have.
in the
Speaks
Rock
to
and
the
Roll
volume
Hall of Fame
of
as
hits
a
that Earth,
solo
Wind, and Fire
artist.
had. I mean,
This has always been a
amazing
problem for
for
Tina
these two to
fans.
come
But
together
HBO's
like
new
this. And I'm just
documentary
glad
about
to
the stars
see
adding fuel
that
to
it
the
worked
fire.
out.
She's
It was
only in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a duo with her ex, Ike Turner. They were inducted in 1991, but she went solo in 1984. So that really upset people because it means she'd been eligible for induction for years, but only got
And I think
on
it
the
says a
ballot.
lot. I'm still torn about who won.
Guy, the reason to be upset here?
And in the end, you're like, man, I can't pick.
Right.
They're both amazing.
Yeah.
So. Would you say, really quickly, Marissa, would you say this is the best versus ever?
Oh, easily.
Really?
No contest.
Oh,
It was the best.
Okay.
Even the production, everything about it.
The
was
production
great.
for sure was nice, was refreshing. All right, Marissa, thank you. Well, Tina Turner's fans are outraged. She's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a solo artist. This has always been a problem for Tina's fans, but HBO's new documentary about the star is adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
She's only in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a
and it's incredible that that hasn't happened yet. I didn't realize it until the honorees were announced this year. Just stunning. If anybody, just singularly, it should be Tina Turner.
Yeah, and it seems like it should be in reverse. It seems like she should have gotten in first before Ike and Tina because she was a bigger star than she was when she was with the Ike and Tina Turner Review. So, and this has been a long time, which I'm also surprised that from the 90s to now, she's just now getting basically an invite for a nomination. So, yeah, hopefully that gets correct.
All right, guy, I like the getup. I don't know why you took it off, but
I want to know where you got it from. I don't know where you got it from. So you inbox me later so I can.
you can do the inbox thing. So I'm gonna hit you up on AOL real quick. All right, guy, thank you.
See you guys.
We'll soon be there.
Aaron, we'll send it over to you. Snail style.
Yeah,
We're talking about
it's
AOL
incredible
and
that
stuff.
that hasn't happened yet. I didn't realize it until the honorees were announced this year. Just stunning. If anybody.
Ooh, mine was Puppy Love 141, child. I don't even know.
Yeah, and it seems like it should be in reverse. It seems like she should have gotten in first before Ike and Tina because she was a bigger star than she was when she was with the Ike and Tina Turner Review. So, and this has been a long time, which I'm also surprised that from the 90s to now, she's just now getting basically an invite for nomination. So, yeah, hopefully that is correct.
In the face.
All right, guys. I like
Puppy love. Okay, puppy love.
Puppy love. One for Magic. This is when I knew I had to change it because it could be like serious stuff. And they're like, "Ma'am, what's your email?" Puppy love.
How'd you do that?